guys, I'm Jasmine, and today I'm sharing with you guys what shows made me cry. If you guys don't know, I am definitely a person who actually loves to have a good cry. It's something about just having a wholesome cry that gives me a release that is definitely much needed. So today, let's jump into it. Let's share what shows made us cry. You guys can chime in the comments down below. First show, Anohana the Flower. We saw that day. Tears. The story is an anime, keep in mind. Now, it starts off in a way where I almost was about to stop watching it because it was kind of giving itchy a little bit in the first episode, or at least the first couple minutes. However, as the show went on, babes, I was crying almost every freaking episode. But it was good. And when I tell you the ending, hard hella cries. Extremely deep. Just collapse on the floor, will ya? Collapse on the bed, not the floor. But yeah, absolute tears. If I had to recommend it, I'd probably say it's like a 9 out of 10 anime for me. The next show, Grey's Anatomy. I think when it came to Grey's Anatomy, I think I saw 3 seasons. However, I was very inconsistent. I never watched a whole series, but there were a couple of deaths specifically. The airplane crash one. Man, oh man, tears just over the course of the show of what happened with that whole situation. And then the situation with the bus. I think the bus situation was the first time I really cried watching the show. If you know, you know. It's been so long since I watched Grey's Anatomy. I realized after that plane situation, I didn't want no parts. I did not want to keep watching that show after that because that really hurt me and some of my favorite characters died. The Last of Us. So I have not finished this series just yet. I know y'all probably like, girl, what are you doing? My fiance and I, we watch it together, but we've been watching so much other stuff. But anyways, The Last of Us, episode 3 had me in tears. Lovely couple situation. My feelings were hurt. But episode 5 really just destroyed me. Episode 5 really hurt me. Truly hurt me. Queen Charlotte. So, I did not cry throughout the course of the show. However, towards the end of the series, cried. Absolutely cried. Now, keep in mind, I never have seen Bridgerton. I still have not watched Bridgerton. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys would like for me to react to that show, because I do have a whole reaction series I'm coming out with where I react to different sitcoms as well as movies. But yeah, I have never seen Bridgerton before and I did not really know what was going to happen. Yeah, I'm watching Queen Charlotte first time. No knowledge of what's going to happen. My feelings were hurt towards the end. It was like you knew what was happening over the course of the show after a while, but still it was just like, that's messed up, you know? Ghost Whisperer. Ghost Whisperer is probably the first show I ever watched in my life and probably the only show that I've ever watched that had me blindsided. I have never been that blindsided in my entire life. And I vowed I will never finish that show ever. I will never go back and finish that show. And I only watched the first season and the first, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of the second season. Just watch the first season. And when you get to the finale broke. I'm not gonna get choked up because I already feel myself getting emotional. I'm not gonna get choked up. I'm not gonna cry, but when I tell you, I feel the emotions all over again. Like, I have never watched a show that, like, I don't even know what, I'm literally crying. I have never watched a show that really blindsided me and hurt my feelings so bad. I busted out ugly crying when I realized everything that was going on. I actually cried through the whole episode practically, but the ending of that episode really tore me up because you really did not know what was about to happen. And when you found out what happened, it was just, I remember collapsing on the floor, like falling off the couch. It was that dramatic where I was just like somebody hurt me. Like I lost my best friend. I was hurt. And they pissed me off when they did the second season. And I was like, I would never continue watching this show again. I will never finish. I vow to never complete that show after I watch that. Never. All you need is the first season, the finale, and then maybe the first episode of the second season, and you done. We out of there. But if I never ever need to hearty cry, I would probably go back and watch that. I would actually, but no. I will never continue that show. And I love me Jennifer Love Hewitt, but I will never finish that show. So This Is Us. One of my friends, she actually said that I should watch it. And I went over her house, hung out with her for a little bit, and we were watching it. And I ended up crying, I think, the second or third episode, and then I didn't go back and watch it. And so many people have shared with me how much of a roller coaster ride it is. Maybe one day I'll continue watching it because, again, I've heard people cry and share how sad it was, and I'm just like, bro, I gotta be in the mood because I was devastated. It was only second, third episode. I was absolutely just taken away. And I love some Mandy Moore. If you don't know something about me, Mandy Moore is my girl, okay? I loved Mandy Moore because she's my favorite Disney princess, and she was in A Walk to Remember. But anyways, which is another movie I cried very hard in watching. Maybe one day I'll restart This Is Us and watch it, but I don't know. I gotta be in the mood to finish that. A show that I'm currently watching that has had me in tears has been this show called Melting Me Softly. It is a K-drama, and it's basically about this man and woman who end up getting frozen. So like on some, I can't remember if it's called Cyro or Chirogenics. Yeah, they end up waking up like 20 years into the future. Show had me in tears. I have not finished it yet. I think I'm on the 7th episode, but it's really good. And one thing about me, I love a good K-drama. Something about the Korean media, their storylines are immaculate. Some of the best storylines I have ever seen in my life. The drama is there. The actual plot, the characters. And if it's romance in it, absolutely pure bliss. I think the only thing that a lot of those K-dramas fall flat on is the endings, though. Specifically if it's like a romance. They be falling very flat for me. But if y'all ever want me to make a video about my favorite K-dramas, let me know in the comments down below, because I have watched a decent amount of K-dramas over the course of like a year and a half. 2 years? 2 years. I've watched a variety of K-dramas on Amazon, on Netflix, on Hulu. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if y'all want me to do that. And then the other show that I wanted to recommend to you guys that had me crying like throughout the course of the show was this, I think it's a Chinese fantasy romance drama type of show. It's in Mandarin. I don't think they have English audio, but they do have English subtitles, and it was on Netflix last time I watched it, but it's called Love Between Fairy and Devil. That's one of the best shows I have ever seen in my life. It is so freaking good. I absolutely loved it. Beginning to end, the plot had me hooked. I binge watched it over the course of I think like 2 weeks. So good. So freaking good. I actually ended up getting distracted from doing my YouTube recordings and editing because I kept watching the show. But it was so... Don't take my word for it, y'all. Just go and check it out because it is so worth the watch. I absolutely enjoyed that show. Loved it. But yeah, that's my roundup of shows that have made me cry that I think are worth checking out, or at least worth checking out up to a certain point that I share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you have any shows that have made you cry that you think would be a good watch. I would love to hear them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are doing well. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll be seeing you again soon.